They say to me,
Clear them all out of here. Just clear them out of here. One time, Ms. Douglas apparently was a member of this social group. Is that correct? The president of the group.
That's right. The president.
Ex-president.
The president.
Just a moment. $990 you filed a complaint for. Is that correct?
Your Honor, the night of December the 4th, we formed a group called, we did a Christmas party.
When people were invited that they were going to have hors d'oeuvres
Exactly.
at the party. All right.
It was already spoken that, agreed upon that we were going to have food on each table.
What was the understanding of the members at the time of how much food would be provided for the party?
There was going to be a tray on each table with about 100 hors d'oeuvres.
Each of the 45 tables?
Yes, each of the 45 tables.
100 hors d'oeuvres.
100 hors d'oeuvres.
But the people paid
$700. Ms. Douglas, what was your understanding? First of all, were you responsible for getting the caterer for this party?
She's supposed to have platters like this, okay? And she's supposed to put finger food, hot and cold hors d'oeuvres on the platter.
How many platters?
It was no amount of it. It was supposed to be a platter per table. But she gave platters twice this size.
Let me ask the members of the club, you all may stand up for just a moment, if you behave properly. Now, what do you have to tell me about this?
To prove that she's a liar, right? She took some money from the job.
I
which
didn't
if she
take
want to
anything
do
from
that,
the
let
job.
her do that on her own. But then she had the nerve and the gall to tell them that I was helping her. I had to go before the DA.
Your Honor,
Exactly.
that was a lie.
She's not
I had to go
for
before
the
Now, the
same
reason why she had to go
I had
towards
to
the
go-
DA because she wanted to.
$25 credit on each of these 10 trays, which is $250. And if you subtract that from the $790 that you're claiming, that will be $540 for the food that I'm going to have Ms. Douglas pay to you. Then she can go against the caterer.
Okay.
She'll have to go and file a
That's
claim
fair,
against the
Your
caterer.
Honor.
$540 plus the $200 deposit for a total of $740 is the judgment entered. Nothing further will stand adjourned.
These two aren't through with each other yet. In another lawsuit, Eileen Askins is suing her ex-friend, Daria Douglas, for $740 for a group trip they planned together, but that Daria failed to fully pay for. Eileen says that Daria conned her into paying more than her fair share for the group's hotel room.
Here we are again. You have a second complaint now as an individual. You're not representing the social group, but that you as an individual have filed a complaint against Ms. Douglas and Ms. White. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And specifically, you are claiming that she owes you, Ms. Douglas and Ms. White owe you $740.
That's correct.
All right.
The money I have, I'm going to pay the hotel. All the rooms. I pay for 21 rooms, okay?
Do you have any record of payment for 21 rooms? And if so, how much did you pay?
$1,530 something, something like that. I oversold. I got so many people. I said, good.
She's
I think you
lying.
should stop selling. How many people you have? She says, I have 30-something people. I said, you need to stop selling because I also have people. I had to sit on the thing. It was 51 people on that bus.
You're on.
It was 37 for her and 14 for me. That equals 51.
Seems very simple to me. If you had 13 people, how much did each person pay to go on the trip?
$150.
Okay, $150. Let's get the calculator out
And the
here.
kids from 3 to 7.
Please get the
times,
calculator.
just a moment, 13 equals $1950. That's how much I come up with. You're 36 people?
Yes.
36 times 150 equals 5,400. I get 7,350 is what I get all total of this.
And she got the money.
She got it.
So, what's the problem? Why are you suing her?
She's
for
saying now that I
$700?
never gave her anything for that hotel.
You
I
didn't.
gave
You
her
didn't.
$1,250.
You didn't give
And
me nothing.
because at the time we were on good terms, I didn't think it was going to come down
She
to
didn't
this.
give me nothing.
Because her mother's the one that promised to pay me the money when I got back to New York.
Well, let me tell you, the reality is that I have a canceled check from Ms. Douglas saying that money was in fact paid. Wait a minute.
They voided
Wait a
it because they
minute.
got the cash.
They didn't get the money.
They
They voided
prove
it.
anything. This
They
is a
voided
voided
it.
check.
No, they voided it because they got the cash.
the cash.
Look what it was.
Ms. Askin, do you have any proof that you paid for these hotel rooms?
No, I don't.
Thank you.
All right.
Because she ain't paid for them.
All right, I'm dismissing the claim. There's no substantial proof
thank
that you in fact paid for it. It's unfortunate. But you were already on notice that there were problems with this woman and you continued to do business with her and you suffered the consequences.
run into her
There's
match.
nothing further. We'll stand adjourned.